Bessie May here, and I'm so glad that you joined me today. I hope you have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend and the week before. I had a pretty good weekend. It was my birthday on Friday, so it was a good day. I was surprised. I mean, I was anticipating another dull weekend or another dull day, but my brother came with me and came and got me with my sister-in-law, and we went out to eat, and that was really fun. I had a good time, and I wasn't sure how my day was going to turn out because I'm not superstitious or anything, but there's always that question because it was Friday the 13th. So only thing that it started off on a little different note, but only thing that really happened that may have been negative that day was that my hairstylist left her salon. So I was very, that upset me because now I'm like, and I found out where she's going, but at the time I'm like, what do I do? Because I need to get my hair done. That, that's a big deal, right? For us women, it's a big deal. So anyways, it turned out to be a good day, and I had time to relax and rest and just take it easy, and it was good. And so the rest of my weekend's been pretty much the same. I have some things that are coming up this week I have to work on, so I've been doing that today as well. But other than that, it's been pretty good, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to tell you everything that I want to before I forget. But I'm going to tell you, okay, so this is how we're going to work today. This is what we're going to do today. I want to continue our conversation from last week, which was about goal setting, and I have two separate ideas I want to discuss with you, and in between those ideas I'm going to insert what I am wearing today. That way we get a break up between the two, and I hope you all are okay with that because we're going to do it anyway. So and see how that goes. I also wanted to tell you that I'm still planning on going to twice a week with my video recording. I just have to get a few more things straightened out in my life so that I feel like I can just go ahead and do it and not be bogged down by certain things. So that is in the works, and so be on the lookout for that if you are watching this. And if there's ever a time I'm not on for some reason, I will always somehow get a message out, like I did when I was having so many technical difficulties that one time. So if there's ever a time I'm not on, you'll see a message of some sort at least. Not unless I can't make that message, and I've gone on to be with Jesus, then you won't get a message from me. But yeah, I will try to get a message out some way or another, like on Facebook and then on YouTube, and just like I did the last time. I just wanted to say those few things because, I know it's important. You're giving your time to watch this, and I feel like you need to have, a way of me saying, don't sit around and wait for it. It's not going to come, Just, that's just me. Anyways, let's get started. Along the line of goals, personal goals, sometimes you need something physical to look at. Some people are very physical oriented, and they learn better by seeing things. Maybe not necessarily reading things, but maybe by demonstration. Sometimes you learn a certain way. So I wanted to talk about, let me get this thing set here. There we go. I had to do something with my camera here. All right, so the one thing I want to talk about, I got this from a group that I'm learning on, which is the Noom app, which is a diet app, okay? And I just learned this, and I thought it was really good. It'd be really applicable. And it's other places, because I've seen it in other things, so it's not just them specifically, but I'm giving them credit because this is where I got my idea. I completely kind of forgot about it. So it's called a SMART goal, and the acronym is SMART, S-M-A-R-T. It tells you kind of how to set a goal, or what's a good goal, an attainable goal. Is it long-term or short-term? And you can write it out, and you can write your goal with it and kind of ask yourself these questions. So the first part of that, the S is specific. you have to clearly define and detail your goal. So you can't be just generalized, because you can't fulfill a generalized goal, because there's so many facets to that goal that can happen. So you want to be very clear about what you want to attain. So if you want to if you want to lose 20 pounds, great. That is specific. Measurable. M is for measurable. Easy to determine whether it's achieved or not. So that means, can you determine it? Can you tell if it's going to work or not? So if you're a weight loss goal and you say you want to lose 20 pounds, yes, it is measurable, because you can get on a scale to see if you're losing 20 pounds or not. And the A is for attainable, something you can accomplish with effort and consistency, like taking Sundays to meal plan for the week, as opposed to something not realistic, like mapping out every single meal you eat for the next 6 months, down to the pat of butter on your potato. So those are just some examples. So you have to look at it, is it attainable? And you want to have something that you can accomplish with effort and consistency. So they're saying is that, like for the case of weight loss, every week, every Sunday, you're going to do this. So you kind of map out mini goals to get to that goal. So every week you can map out what you're going to eat, or you're going to weigh yourself every once a week, or you're going to weigh yourself every day. What is it going to get you to that goal? And then the R is for relevant, aligned with your other goals. So is it aligned with what you want? So you want to lose 20 pounds. Why? Okay, because you're going on a trip to Hawaii. Okay. All right, so that kind of aligns with it, because they're both two goals and very much attainable. And time-based, T is for time-based, linked to a time frame. So you have a time frame you need to have this goal finished by. So let's say you want to lose 20 pounds, but you want to lose 20 pounds by June or whatever, 6 months from today. That is your goal. And it's very attainable. You can lose 20 pounds by 6 months. So it just kind of breaks down the goal of what is it, why, kind of like what, why, where, what, why, and how, it kind of breaks that goal down, and then it makes you see, is this really an attainable goal? Is it something that's very realistic, or is it something that is going to take a long time for me to achieve? Not saying you can never do it, but it's going to take a long time, And then, of course, looking at your goals is, what are you looking at? Like, how long do you want to take to finish them? Sometimes they take a year, 2 years. What is your thought and mind of losing that amount of weight, So that's just a suggestion, just an idea. I thought I would share that with you. It's called the SMART goal. Okay, the S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for relevant, and T is for time-based. Okay, the SMART goal, and just write it on a piece of paper, or you can write it on a dry erase board, poster board, or whatever, wherever you want to be able to write it and look at it. That's what I would do. All right, and so intermission time. What I'm wearing today for my eyeshadow is, I tell you, I am just really impressed with what I used today, because I was scared about it. I'm gonna be honest. I was nervous about these color choices I made, and I'll just take my glasses off so you can see. And right after I get done talking about this, I will insert a video here so you can see up close what color I used, or how it blended together. But I used the Aurora palette from Colourpop. I just got this in the mail yesterday. I know there have been reviews about it. People have talked about it. Teresa's dead. She named it as her favorite palette of the year. It's beautiful. And I've only tried one look, so I'm looking forward to trying some more looks with it. It's everything in here. Look at it. It's so beautiful. And the colors they put in here, they all just blend well together. And I'm just really happy with it. Really happy with it. The colors that I did on my eyes today, I did a base of, let's see, what is that, Stormy Much, which is this blue. Okay, on my lids, I did, geez, what is that? Total Eclipse, sorry. Total Eclipse. And then on my brow, I did, this one is Journey. Okay, that's Journey. And then I did this one, which is, what is that? So Lit. Okay, So Lit. I use that as a topper. Okay, now I've had it on for a while, so, you know, maybe a little bit hard to see the topper, but it has made it a little, it's made this color a little bit lighter. Okay. I'm telling you, it made me nervous because it was almost black looking on my lid, and which is fine, but when you look at it, it's supposed to be really like a navy blue looking, and it looked pretty dark on my eyes. But when I put the topper on it, it did lighten it up, but then it blended it. I was really shocked. So and it causes it's brought more shine, shimmery to it, and I was very well pleased with it, very well pleased. And the toppers, they're just amazing. They have 3 other toppers in here you can use. And I'm looking forward to trying it. It's even got a silver color in here, and purple, pink, green. The greens look really beautiful. They have a dark blue in here you could use too if you wanted. And of course black and purple, you know, like I said, and there's a brown in the corner there. There's just, it's everything you would want in a palette is in this palette. Okay. And it's gorgeous. I would highly recommend you get this. I think it's, right now it's sold out, so you want to put your name on their email to make sure they notify you when it does come in. But that's how good it is. People, it's sold out. So that's it for that. And we'll move on to our next idea for goal boards, okay? And this one, oh, it's just awesome. And do your Google search too. That helps too when you're trying to do your goals and have them arranged out. The next one is called the, I'm not probably going to pronounce it right, but it's Kanban board, and I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly. It's Kanban, Kanban board. All right, so that involves 3 different sections, and it's divided. So you've got 3 separate columns. Can you have more columns? Yes, but we're just going to do the basic board right now. 3 separate columns. And then it has like a line you can put at the top and put the Kanban board, or you can put the place you're working at, or you can put the project you're working on, or, I mean, just put my life. That's enough. I would do that, put my life. Okay, so the first column in that board is going to be to do, or ready. They popularly called the ready board. So ready column. So what that means is it contains everything that you are planning on doing next. You can put it in that column. Now, it doesn't have to be what you're planning to do next. It can be things that in the future you want to do. So we were talking about losing weight on the other idea I gave you on the SMART goal. This goal, you can do it. You can put it on here and say, I want to lose 20 pounds. And you can put it in that goal, that column. Then the next column is doing or in progress. That means you're currently working on something. So you could move, I want to lose 20 pounds technically to that column because you're currently trying to do that. Or let's say you're reading a book and you had it in your first column that I want to read, well, let's just use this. I want to read the book of John in the Bible, okay? Well, then you have time to actually do that, so then you can move it to the doing column, that you're currently reading the book of John, all right? Then the third column is done. So when you finish or complete those tasks, you can put it in that column. And that way, not only do you see what you want to do, what you're currently working on, but you also see what you did do. So that, and in the end, you're going to see a lot of cards in the end. And be like, wow, I really did complete a lot of tasks this summer, or I did complete a lot of goals. A lot of times work or businesses will use this concept, except they'll do like something every week. That's every week you do, okay? So I'm trying to think of an idea of what you could do for like a work. So I don't know, just you have a weekly project you know you're gonna have to do, so it's doing. You get in the doing progress, and then you finished it, and then you move it from the finished column back to the to-do list for the following week. And then it rotates like that. So you can easily do it for work and do it for your personal goals. And I've done it for my personal goals, things that need to get accomplished. And some of them I don't have access to doing it right now, but they're still there, so I still am aware that, look, you still have this that you want to complete at some point here. And then once I start to work on those specific ideals or goals, then I'll move it to doing. So it shows you're making progress. That's the thing. The fact that you go from coming up with the ideal to doing it is progress. And it's encouragement when you see things moving along. So I thought those two ideas would help you when you're trying to plan some goals or strategize your life. You can even use it in your daily planner too as well. If you have a plan that you want to see it move, rotate during the day, you can do that as well. You know, I mean, there's just different ideas you can work with and try to personalize it to yourself. It will make life a little bit more easier and another way to be organized. So I thought those things would really help, and I wanted to tell you about those two. And you know, they work because I've done them myself, and I'm currently working on the Kanban board. So, and I'm not saying it right, and I hope somebody corrects me. So, I'm not saying it right. I know I'm not, but it's easy to use, and it really does show you every idea that you come up with and what you can currently work on. So that's it for today. That's all I have. I hope that you have a blessed week. I hope that what we talked about today, you are able to try it, and I hope it works for you. Please feel free to let me know in the comments any ideas you have, or what's worked for you, or if you've tried these ideas already and has it worked for you, has it not worked for you. Also, please subscribe and like at the end of this video. I would so greatly appreciate it. And I think that's about it. I just want you guys to have a nice, wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you next Monday. Bye.